Reflector friends, and welcome to your reading for the week of September 9th, 2024. But know that if you're coming across this video at a later date, that you are definitely still in the right place. As with all readings, please take what serves you well and leave behind what doesn't. One of the most incredible things about being human is that we have free will choice. So no matter what messages the universe has for us today, we always have the power within ourselves to change them. All right, so today I am going to start with a Work Your Light Oracle card. Then I'll also pull a Moonology Messages Oracle card. And then we'll do past, present, and future with our friends from the tarot. And we'll see what we need to clarify and what not. All right, let's get going. Okay, so which from Work Your Light will help us, our reflector friends, the most this week? And we have Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the Portal of Your Heart. Now, isn't this just perfect for reflectors? All right, because you're so easily influenced by your environment, it is very, very important that you really, truly learn who you are without the interference of your environments, other people, all of that kind of stuff. I mean, and let's just take a moment to recognize the beauty of this. First of all, we've got two beings on here, one representing your human self, like your physical body and your ego, and the other one representing your higher self. And they are side by side, slightly mirror images of each other, both still finding that light in their heart. I'm also very drawn to the crystals and the roses up here. Rebecca Campbell loves roses very much. And also this eye. Do you see this? This sunlight. So I don't know if you've ever seen this before, and I have a couple of times where you look up into the sky and the sun has this giant, beautiful corona around it. And it almost looks like this eye in the sky. Well, it's saying here, tune into that power, tune into that light, and tune into that portal of your heart, your inner temple, not what is going on around you. Okay, thank you for that. All right, next up we have Moonology Messages. Okay, and you're going to get the cold moon, face your fears. Okay, so it is also time to take a look. Maybe not all of them at once. That's a little too much for anybody, but taking a look at what is something that we are afraid of. And it doesn't have to be, I'm afraid of rats and mice, which I personally, that is my biggest situation, or spiders, or hello, it's spider season everywhere here in where I live anyways, in North America. But here we go. And let's take a look here. We have got, oops, I'm going to put it down so that's not wobbling around. Okay, so we've got a full moon in the center. We've got this triangle around it with a trinity of body, mind, and spirit. We have a bit of a crescent moon here, kind of at the peak. And interestingly enough, the surface here looks like we're on the moon. Okay, so it's cold. Now, fears, right, are often give us a bit of the chills and whatnot. So how we do this is we're going to, instead of, fears often will come from external sources, right? Like, yes, we have fears within us, but like I used the example of like the mice, the rats, the spiders, the snakes, all those kinds of things. Those are external things. You are being asked, reflector, to tune into the portal of your heart to face these fears and overcome them. Maybe we just start with one. Let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, so today we are doing past, present, future. Okay, so past, we have the Page of Pentacles. Lovely. Present, we have the Eight of Cups, and future, we have the King of Pentacles. Very, very nice. Okay, so in the past, so the Page of Pentacles, he represents a new path in terms of learning. So there has been something, whether it's you've gone to school or you have learned a valuable lesson, but often this is like it's a card of studying. So something that you have studied in the past is going to allow you in the present time to walk away from something that on the surface looks positive, but under the surface isn't. Okay, I'm going to elaborate that on the second. And then in your future is the King of Pentacles, which is my, now the King of Pentacles doesn't have to be male. Let's be really clear. It's an energy, but my card, this is my Yes Daddy card. This is a card of a very supportive partner. It's a card of abundance like this. Anyways, okay, so let's go. I want to actually come back to here, but this is a wonderful future card. Okay, so let's pay attention to this. All right, so whenever we see the moon, okay, there's something subconscious going on. Like there's some sort of illusion. There's something being hidden, and there's something, and it's usually deep in our psyche. Okay, so it's deep in our psyche. So this person, they are wearing the red robe of passion and desire. So that's not a bad thing. Okay, so the red robe is a good thing. But interestingly enough, 8 full cups are also on the surface a good thing. So why would somebody walk away from a good thing? Well, that's because it's not actually a good thing. Okay, so it's an illusion that there is. So there's a situation. There could be a situation in your life right now where it looks good on the surface, but this is a permission card to walk away with whatever it is. It could be at work, it could be with relationships, it could be with a situation, it could be with partner, there's lots of things. So wherever it is, but it's come from something that you've learned. Okay, it's come from something that you have learned before. Now, the future though, if you are to do this in the present, okay, it will end up very, very well for you. I want to clarify the Page of Pentacles a little bit because I typically always clarify the pages, but it's like, I want to know what have you learned? What have you studied? What kind of area of your life has, that wanted to pop out. Okay. And it's the Fool. Okay. Look at all this yellow. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so the Fool is also a card of learning. Okay, it's a card of a new journey. It is the first card in the tarot and the major arcana. And to be honest, it has a lot of noob energy, right? Like it has a lot of newness to it, a fresh start, but there's also some naivete. Okay, so the naivete is this is what I'm getting. The naivete of this card is what you have learned. Okay, so when you overcome that naivete, right, and start on this big journey, right, you're not alone. We got a little dog, we got our satchel with everything we need. The sun is shining, right? So this experience has been a good one, and you have educated yourself well enough to now see beyond the illusions, right? See beyond the illusions of whatever this is that you need to let go of, right? Could be emotions, could be a way of thinking, could be a perspective, right? Whatever fits for you here. But the good news is that it comes out over here. All right, we have got our king. He is just sitting fat on his throne, ain't he? Okay, so the pentacles are about our resources. So this isn't necessarily about money. There's so many resources we have, right? There's our physical resources, like our finances, where we live, our work, that kind of stuff. But there's also time. Time is a resource. Now, the reason I brought up the yellow cards is because every card in the deck has a light and a denser side. Okay, so everything has a light and dark, or dense. I like denser better than dark. But the yellow cards they swing towards the light. Okay, so this is a very, very positive reading. It just says you need to. This is a permission card to let go of whatever's not serving you, even though other people might perceive it as good. And again, remember, reflector, you need time, okay? Ooh, maybe this is time, okay? You need time to spend time with yourself so that you can tune into the portal of your heart, right? Face your fears of leaving. Yes, okay, so it's difficult to leave something, especially when you're in the comfort zone with it, right? So, but we have to release things in order to make space for like a card like this. To make space for a card like this, abundance, it's going to be worth it. That is the point. All right. And that's all I have for you this week. And so it is. I hope to see you again next week. Bye.